The battlefield has always been a crucible of innovation, from the invention of gunpowder to the development of nuclear weapons. Each technological leap has reshaped the face of warfare. Today we stand on the precipice of another revolution in military affairs, driven by the transformative power of artificial intelligence. No longer confined to the realm of science fiction, AI is rapidly becoming an integral part of modern conflict, augmenting human capabilities and blurring the lines between man and machine on the battlefield. This fusion of technology and warfare presents a profound paradigm shift, with far-reaching consequences for the future of conflict. The emergence of AI in warfare is not merely an incremental advancement, but a fundamental transformation. Unlike previous military technologies, AI systems are capable of learning, adapting, and making decisions independently, albeit within predefined parameters. This ability to process vast amounts of data, identify patterns, and execute complex tasks at superhuman speeds grants AI a decisive edge in the fog of war. From autonomous drones patrolling the skies to algorithms predicting enemy movements, AI is changing the face of warfare as we know it. This integration of AI into military operations is not a futuristic fantasy. It is happening now. Across the globe, nations are investing heavily in AI-driven military technologies, recognizing their potential to provide a strategic advantage. The ongoing conflicts in Ukraine and the Middle East serve as stark illustrations of this emerging reality. In these theaters of war, AI is no longer a theoretical concept, but a tangible force shaping the course of battles and influencing geopolitical outcomes. The use of AI in these conflicts offers a glimpse into the future of warfare, where intelligent machines play an increasingly prominent role. Understanding the implications of this technological revolution is paramount, not just for military strategists, but for policymakers, ethicists, and indeed all of humanity. As we venture deeper into the age of intelligent war machines, we must grapple with the profound ethical, legal, and societal challenges they pose. To comprehend the transformative impact of AI on warfare, it is crucial to first establish a clear understanding of what constitutes AI in a military context. Simply put, AI in warfare refers to the deployment of computer systems capable of performing tasks that typically require human intelligence. These tasks encompass a wide spectrum of activities, ranging from target identification and threat assessment to autonomous navigation and decision-making in complex combat scenarios. At its core, AI hinges on the ability of machines to learn from data, recognize patterns, and make predictions or decisions without explicit human intervention. This capability is achieved through sophisticated algorithms and machine learning techniques that enable AI systems to analyze vast datasets, identify trends, and adapt their behavior based on the information processed. In the realm of warfare, this translates into AI systems capable of processing real-time battlefield data, identifying enemy positions, and even suggesting optimal courses of action to human commanders. The applications of AI in warfare are diverse and rapidly evolving. On the front lines, AI is being integrated into autonomous weapons systems, such as drones and unmanned ground vehicles, granting them the ability to operate independently and engage targets with minimal human oversight. Beyond the battlefield, AI is proving invaluable for intelligence gathering and analysis, sifting through massive amounts of data from various sources to provide commanders with actionable insights. Furthermore, AI is being harnessed to enhance cybersecurity, protect critical infrastructure, and even predict adversary behavior, adding a new dimension to strategic planning and decision-making. This pervasive integration of AI across various domains underscores its transformative potential and necessitates a comprehensive understanding of its implications for the future of warfare. The impact of AI on warfare extends far beyond isolated battlefields, permeating the very fabric of international relations and global security. The development and deployment of AI-enabled military technologies have sparked a new arms race, with nations vying for technological supremacy in this rapidly evolving domain. This race has the potential to reshape the balance of power and alter the dynamics of conflict on a global scale. As AI technology continues to advance at an unprecedented pace, concerns about an AI arms race have gained significant traction. The prospect of autonomous weapons systems capable of making life-or-death decisions without human intervention raises profound ethical and legal questions that demand careful consideration. The international community must engage in a robust dialogue to establish clear norms and regulations governing the development and use of AI in warfare to prevent unintended consequences and mitigate the risks posed by this transformative technology. The diffusion of AI technology beyond traditional military powers adds another layer of complexity to the equation. As AI becomes more accessible and affordable, non-state actors and terrorist organizations could potentially acquire and deploy these technologies, posing significant challenges to international security and stability. The proliferation of AI-enabled weapons systems in the hands of such actors could destabilize regions, exacerbate existing conflicts, and undermine global efforts to prevent the spread of weapons of mass destruction. The implications of AI on global security are far-reaching and multifaceted, demanding a comprehensive and collaborative approach to address the challenges and opportunities presented by this disruptive technology. International cooperation, ethical frameworks, and responsible innovation are crucial to harnessing the potential of AI for good, while mitigating the risks it poses to global peace and security. The advent of AI in warfare has ushered in a new era of ethical dilemmas, forcing us to confront fundamental questions about the nature of war, the role of human judgment, and the very essence of morality in the age of intelligent machines. The ability of AI systems to process information and make decisions at speeds and scales unattainable by humans raises concerns about unintended consequences, algorithmic bias, and the potential for autonomous weapons systems to escalate conflicts beyond human control. One of the most pressing ethical concerns revolves around the concept of meaningful human control over AI systems in warfare. The prospect of machines making life-or-death decisions without human intervention strikes at the heart of our moral compass. Critics argue that delegating such decisions to machines, even those equipped with sophisticated algorithms, erodes the fundamental principles of human dignity and accountability that underpin the laws of war. Another ethical challenge stems from the potential for algorithmic bias in AI systems. AI algorithms are trained on vast data sets, and if these data sets reflect existing biases, the resulting AI systems may perpetuate and even amplify these prejudices. In a warfare context, biased algorithms could lead to disproportionate targeting of certain groups, raising serious concerns about discrimination and violations of international humanitarian law. The ethical implications of AI in warfare are complex and multifaceted, demanding careful consideration and ongoing dialogue among policymakers, ethicists, technologists, and the public. Establishing clear ethical guidelines and regulations for the development and deployment of AI in warfare is essential to ensure that these technologies are used responsibly and ethically, without undermining human dignity, international law, or global security. The ongoing conflict in Ukraine has become a tragic yet revealing crucible for the development and deployment of AI-powered military technologies. Both sides of the conflict have increasingly turned to AI systems to gain a strategic edge, providing valuable insights into the evolving nature of warfare in the 21st century. While the full extent of AI's impact on the battlefield remains shrouded in the fog of war, The conflict in Ukraine offers a glimpse into the future of warfare, where intelligent machines play an increasingly prominent role. For Ukraine, a nation outgunned and outmanned by its larger adversary, AI has emerged as a force multiplier, enabling its armed forces to level the playing field against a numerically superior enemy. From AI-guided drones conducting reconnaissance missions deep behind enemy lines, to sophisticated electronic warfare systems jamming enemy communications, Ukraine has demonstrated the asymmetric advantage that AI can provide to smaller militaries facing a more powerful foe. The conflict has also highlighted the crucial role of AI in intelligence gathering and analysis. With vast amounts of data pouring in from various sources, including satellite imagery, social media feeds, and battlefield sensors, AI systems have proven invaluable in sifting through this information deluge, identifying patterns, and providing actionable insights to Ukrainian commanders. This ability to process and analyze information at superhuman speeds has enabled Ukraine to anticipate enemy movements, preempt attacks, and effectively target its limited resources. The Ukrainian conflict serves as a stark reminder that the future of warfare will be defined not only by brute force, but also by the intelligent application of technology. As AI systems become more sophisticated and integrated into military operations, their impact on the battlefield will only continue to grow, shaping the tactics, strategies, and outcomes of conflicts for generations to come. Among the most visible and impactful applications of AI in the Ukrainian conflict has been the widespread use of unmanned aerial vehicles, commonly known as drones. These versatile platforms, equipped with advanced sensors, cameras, and AI-powered image recognition software, have revolutionized battlefield awareness, providing commanders with an unprecedented view of the battlefield. Drones have become the eyes and ears of modern warfare, extending the reach of human senses and enabling military forces to observe, track, and engage targets with remarkable precision from afar. In Ukraine, both sides have deployed a wide array of drones for various purposes, ranging from reconnaissance and surveillance to targeted strikes and electronic warfare. Smaller, commercially available drones have proven particularly effective for intelligence gathering, providing real-time situational awareness to ground troops and enabling them to detect enemy movements, identify targets, and direct artillery fire with pinpoint accuracy. Larger, more sophisticated drones, such as the Turkish-made Bayraktar TB2, have been credited with inflicting significant casualties on Russian forces. Armed with laser-guided missiles and boasting long loiter times, these drones have proved adept at destroying tanks, armored vehicles, and other high-value targets, exposing the vulnerabilities of traditional military hardware to AI-powered air power. The proliferation and increasing sophistication of drones in the Ukrainian conflict underscore their transformative impact on modern warfare. As drone technology continues to advance, these unmanned platforms are poised to play an even greater role in future conflicts, reshaping the dynamics of air power and challenging traditional notions of battlefield dominance. Beyond the physical battle space, the conflict in Ukraine has also highlighted the crucial role of AI in shaping the information landscape and waging a different kind of war, the war of narratives. In today's interconnected world, where information spreads at lightning speed, controlling the narrative and influencing public opinion have become as important as controlling territory and military objectives. Both sides of the conflict have harnessed the power of AI to disseminate their versions of events, discredit their opponents, and ultimately win the hearts and minds of audiences both domestic and international. AI-powered social media bots and algorithms have been deployed to amplify pro-Ukrainian and pro-Russian narratives, often spreading disinformation and propaganda under the guise of authentic, user-generated content. These sophisticated bots can create and manage fake social media accounts, generate and disseminate tailored messages, and even engage in conversations with real users, making it increasingly difficult to distinguish between genuine online interactions and orchestrated information campaigns. On the other hand, AI has also emerged as a powerful tool for fact-checking, identifying fake news, and combating disinformation. AI-powered platforms can analyze vast data sets of text, images, and videos to detect patterns of manipulation, identify fabricated content, and alert users to potential misinformation. These tools have proven invaluable in debunking false claims, exposing propaganda, and providing the public with accurate information about the realities of the conflict. The battle for hearts and minds is as fierce as the battles raging on the ground, and AI has become an indispensable weapon in this new age of information warfare. As technology advances, the line between truth and falsehood is likely to become even more blurred, making it increasingly challenging to navigate the complex information landscape and discern fact from fiction. One of the most significant advantages that AI offers in modern warfare is the ability to analyze vast amounts of data from various sources and generate actionable insights that would be impossible for humans to process in real time. This capability, known as predictive analytics, has proven particularly valuable in the Ukrainian conflict, enabling both sides to anticipate enemy movements, preempt attacks, and allocate resources more effectively. By analyzing data from satellite imagery, signals intelligence, social media activity, and other sources, AI algorithms can identify patterns and anomalies that might indicate an impending attack, troop movements, or changes in enemy tactics. This information can then be used to warn friendly forces, reinforce defenses, or even launch preemptive strikes, potentially saving lives and gaining a tactical advantage. For example, AI systems have been used to analyze satellite images of Russian military deployments, identifying patterns of vehicle movements, equipment staging areas, and other indicators that suggested an imminent invasion. This information, combined with other intelligence sources, provided valuable insights into Russian intentions and capabilities, helping Ukrainian forces prepare for the impending attack despite being caught off guard by its scale and ferocity. Predictive analytics is not foolproof, and AI systems are only as good as the data they are trained on. However, as AI technology continues to advance and access to real-time data improves, the ability to anticipate enemy actions and preempt attacks is likely to become even more crucial in future conflicts, potentially shaping the course of battles even before they begin. While the conflict in Ukraine has captivated global attention, the Middle East remains a region embroiled in complex and protracted conflicts, with AI increasingly shaping the military landscape. From the battlefields of Syria and Yemen to the contested airspace above the Persian Gulf, AI-powered technologies are being deployed by state and non-state actors alike, transforming the nature of warfare and adding new layers of complexity to an already volatile region. Unlike the conventional battlefield dynamics witnessed in Ukraine, conflicts in the Middle East often involve a multifaceted web of actors, including national armies, militias, terrorist organizations, and foreign powers, each with their own agendas and capabilities. This complex and fluid environment presents unique challenges and opportunities for the application of AI in warfare. The Middle East, with its history of regional rivalries, proxy wars, and ongoing conflicts, has become a testing ground for AI-enabled military technologies. Countries like Israel, the United Arab Emirates, and Iran have invested heavily in developing and acquiring AI capabilities, recognizing their potential to provide a decisive edge in this volatile region. From sophisticated drone programs to advanced cyber warfare units, AI is no longer a futuristic concept, but a tangible reality, shaping the balance of power and influencing the trajectory of conflicts in the Middle East. Understanding the specific applications, implications, and ethical considerations surrounding AI in this region is paramount for comprehending the future of warfare, not only in the Middle East, but also globally. Much like in the Ukrainian theatre, unmanned aerial vehicles or drones have taken center stage in Middle Eastern conflicts, fundamentally altering the dynamics of aerial warfare and intelligence gathering. These remotely piloted aircraft, equipped with advanced sensors, high-resolution cameras, and AI-powered image recognition software, provide an unparalleled ability to conduct surveillance, gather intelligence, and strike targets with precision, often without risking human pilots. Israel, a pioneer in drone technology, has long employed UAVs for reconnaissance, targeted assassinations, and border security. Its sophisticated drone program, considered one of the most advanced globally, utilizes AI to enhance situational awareness, automate target identification, and even conduct autonomous missions with minimal human intervention. The United Arab Emirates has also emerged as a major drone power in the region, deploying armed drones in conflicts in Yemen and Libya. Chinese-made Winglong drones, equipped with laser-guided missiles and bombs, have been used in strikes against Houthi rebels in Yemen, showcasing the growing proliferation of advanced drone technology beyond traditional Western powers. The increasing availability and affordability of sophisticated drones have empowered non-state actors like Hezbollah and Hamas, who now possess armed drones capable of carrying out attacks and challenging the air superiority of regional militaries. This proliferation of drone technology has significantly impacted the balance of power in the region, creating new challenges for traditional military forces and raising concerns about the escalation of conflicts. Section 3: AI and Asymmetric Warfare, Leveling the Playing Field for Non-State Actors. The Middle East has become a breeding ground for asymmetric warfare, where technologically disadvantaged forces employ unconventional tactics to counter the superior firepower of their adversaries. AI is playing an increasingly significant role in this arena, providing non-state actors with tools and capabilities that were once the exclusive domain of nation-states. This technological leveling of the playing field has significant implications for the future of conflict in the region. Hezbollah, the Iran-backed Shia militia operating in Lebanon and Syria, has invested heavily in acquiring and developing drone technology, using commercially available drones modified for military purposes. These drones, equipped with explosives and guided by GPS, have been used to conduct cross-border attacks on Israel and target rival groups in Syria, demonstrating their potential to inflict significant damage and disrupt conventional military operations. In Yemen, Houthi rebels have utilized AI-powered facial recognition software to identify and target individuals perceived as enemies, raising concerns about the potential for abuse and extrajudicial killings. The use of such technology by non-state actors highlights the ethical challenges posed by the proliferation of AI in warfare, particularly when used without proper oversight or adherence to international humanitarian law. The adoption of AI by non-state actors in the Middle East underscores the shifting nature of warfare and the challenges posed by readily available dual-use technologies. As AI becomes more accessible and affordable, it is likely to play an even greater role in empowering non-state actors, potentially prolonging conflicts, destabilizing the region, and complicating efforts to achieve lasting peace. Section 4: The Intelligence Game: AI's Role in Deciphering Complex Conflicts. The Middle East, with its intricate web of alliances, rivalries, and covert operations, presents a formidable challenge for intelligence agencies tasked with navigating this complex landscape. AI is proving to be an invaluable asset in this arena, enabling intelligence analysts to sift through vast amounts of data, identify patterns, and connect the dots in ways that would be impossible for humans alone. Intelligence agencies are employing AI-powered tools to analyze a wide range of data sources, including satellite imagery, signals intelligence, open-source intelligence, and even social media activity. These tools can process and analyze vast data sets in real time, identifying anomalies, flagging potential threats, and providing actionable insights to decision-makers. For example, AI algorithms can analyze satellite images to track the movement of military equipment, identify the construction of new facilities, or even detect subtle changes in the environment that might indicate suspicious activity. This information can then be used to assess enemy capabilities, predict future actions, and provide early warning of potential threats. In the realm of signals intelligence, AI is being used to sift through massive volumes of intercepted communications, identifying patterns, keywords, and anomalies that might indicate a terrorist plot, a planned attack, or other activities of interest. This ability to process and analyze vast amounts of data at superhuman speeds is transforming the intelligence game, providing a critical edge in understanding and responding to the complexities of conflict in the Middle East. Section 5. Securing Borders, Combating Terrorism, AI's Role in Counterterrorism Efforts. The threat of terrorism continues to cast a long shadow over the Middle East, with groups like ISIS, Al-Qaeda, and their affiliates exploiting instability and ungoverned spaces to carry out attacks and destabilize the region. AI is emerging as a critical tool in the fight against terrorism, aiding in border security, intelligence gathering, and targeted operations against terrorist networks. Countries like Israel and Jordan have deployed AI-powered surveillance systems along their borders to detect and deter infiltrations by terrorists, smugglers, and other hostile actors. These systems utilize a combination of sensors, cameras, and AI algorithms to monitor border areas, identify suspicious activities, and alert security forces in real time. Facial recognition technology powered by AI is being used at airports and other checkpoints to identify known terrorists, prevent identity fraud, and enhance security measures. While the use of facial recognition raises privacy concerns, its potential to identify and apprehend terrorists before they can carry out attacks makes it an increasingly valuable tool for counter-terrorism efforts. AI is also being employed to track terrorist financing, identify online radicalization, and disrupt terrorist communications networks. By analyzing financial transactions, social media activity, and other data sources, AI algorithms can help intelligence agencies identify patterns, connections, and potential threats, enabling them to take proactive measures to dismantle terrorist networks and prevent attacks. The increasing integration of AI into the fabric of warfare has ignited a fierce debate about the ethical implications of delegating life-or-death decisions to machines. While proponents argue that AI can enhance military effectiveness, reduce casualties, and even prevent conflicts, critics warn of unintended consequences, the erosion of human judgment, and the potential for AI to exacerbate conflicts and undermine international security. Navigating this complex moral landscape requires a sober assessment of both the potential benefits and inherent risks of AI in warfare. Advocates for AI in warfare often highlight its potential to reduce civilian casualties by enabling more precise targeting and minimizing collateral damage. AI-powered systems, they argue, can differentiate between combatants and civilians more effectively than human operators, particularly in the heat of battle, thereby reducing the likelihood of unintended harm to non-combatants. Furthermore, AI can enhance situational awareness, providing commanders with a more comprehensive understanding of the battlefield and enabling them to make better informed decisions that can potentially save lives on both sides of a conflict. However, these potential benefits must be weighed against the significant risks inherent in delegating life or death decisions to machines. Critics argue that AI systems, no matter how advanced, lack the moral judgment and empathy of human beings and are therefore incapable of making ethically sound decisions in the complex and unpredictable environment of warfare. They fear that AI could lead to unintended consequences, such as the escalation of conflicts, the proliferation of autonomous weapons systems, and the erosion of accountability for war crimes. The moral calculus of AI in warfare is further complicated by the potential for algorithmic bias, the lack of transparency in AI decision-making processes, and the difficulty of attributing responsibility for actions taken by autonomous systems. These challenges underscore the need for a robust ethical framework, international dialogue, and stringent regulations to guide the development and deployment of AI in warfare, ensuring that these powerful technologies are used responsibly and ethically, minimizing risks while maximizing potential benefits. One of the most contentious aspects of AI in warfare is the prospect of fully autonomous weapons systems. Machines capable of selecting and engaging targets without human intervention. While such systems remain largely in the realm of science fiction, rapid advancements in AI technology have brought the possibility of autonomous warfare closer to reality, sparking widespread concern among ethicists, human rights groups, and even some AI researchers. Proponents of autonomous weapon systems argue that they could revolutionize warfare by reducing casualties, minimizing the emotional toll on human soldiers, and enabling faster and more decisive military operations. They contend that AI-powered systems could potentially make more objective and impartial decisions than human soldiers, who are susceptible to fear, anger, and other emotions that can cloud judgment on the battlefield. However, the prospect of machines making life or death decisions without human oversight raises profound ethical and legal questions. Critics argue that autonomous weapons systems cross a fundamental moral line by removing human judgment and compassion from the act of killing. They fear that such systems could malfunction, be hacked, or be used by authoritarian regimes to suppress dissent or commit atrocities without accountability. The development and deployment of autonomous weapons systems also raise concerns about an AI arms race, potentially destabilizing international security and increasing the likelihood of accidental or unintended conflict. Many experts believe that a preemptive ban on fully autonomous weapon systems is essential to prevent a future where machines decide who lives or dies on the battlefield, a prospect with chilling implications for humanity. While AI algorithms are often touted as objective and impartial, they are susceptible to bias, reflecting the prejudices and assumptions embedded in the data they are trained on. This inherent bias, often unintentional and difficult to detect, poses a significant ethical challenge in the context of warfare, where AI systems are increasingly used for tasks like target identification, threat assessment, and even autonomous decision-making. AI algorithms trained on biased datasets could perpetuate and even amplify existing prejudices, leading to discriminatory outcomes on the battlefield. For example, an AI system trained to identify potential threats based on facial recognition technology could exhibit racial or ethnic bias, disproportionately flagging individuals from certain groups as suspicious or hostile, potentially leading to unjustified targeting or even extrajudicial killings. The opacity of many AI algorithms, often referred to as the black box problem, further complicates efforts to identify and mitigate bias. The complex mathematical models that underpin AI decision-making can be difficult even for experts to interpret, making it challenging to determine how an algorithm arrived at a particular conclusion or whether bias played a role. Addressing algorithmic bias in AI systems used for warfare requires a multi-pronged approach, including careful data curation, rigorous testing and validation, and ongoing monitoring to detect and correct for unintended bias. Transparency and accountability are crucial to ensure that AI systems used in warfare are fair, impartial, and operate within the bounds of ethical and legal norms. The rapid proliferation of artificial intelligence in warfare has outpaced the development of international legal frameworks to govern its use, creating a dangerous gap between technological advancement and legal accountability. Existing international humanitarian law, including the Geneva Conventions, was primarily designed for a pre-AI era and lacks specific provisions addressing the unique challenges posed by autonomous weapons systems, algorithmic bias, and the blurring of lines between human and machine agency in warfare. The lack of clear legal guidelines raises a host of complex questions. For instance, who is legally responsible for the actions of an autonomous weapon system that causes unintended harm to civilians? The developer, the manufacturer, the deploying nation, or the AI system itself? How can we ensure that AI systems used in warfare comply with the principles of distinction, proportionality, and military necessity enshrined in international humanitarian law? The international community faces an urgent need to establish clear legal norms and regulations for the development and deployment of AI in warfare. This includes defining the scope of human control over autonomous weapons systems, establishing accountability mechanisms for AI-enabled actions on the battlefield, and addressing the ethical challenges posed by algorithmic bias and the potential for unintended consequences. Failure to address these legal ambiguities could have dire consequences, potentially leading to an erosion of international humanitarian law, an increase in civilian casualties, and an escalation of conflicts fueled by the unchecked proliferation of AI-powered weapons systems. International cooperation and dialogue are paramount to ensure that AI in warfare is governed by a robust legal framework that protects civilians, upholds human rights, and promotes global security. The integration of artificial intelligence into warfare represents a paradigm shift with profound implications for the future of conflict. As AI technology continues to advance at an unprecedented pace, it is imperative that we approach its development and deployment in the military domain with a deep sense of ethical responsibility, strategic foresight, and a commitment to international cooperation. The allure of technological solutions to complex challenges like warfare must be tempered with a realistic assessment of the potential risks and unintended consequences. While AI offers the promise of enhancing military effectiveness, reducing casualties, and even preventing conflicts, it also presents the peril of autonomous weapon systems, algorithmic bias, and the erosion of human judgment in life or death decisions. Navigating this uncharted territory requires a multifaceted approach that includes robust ethical frameworks, clear legal guidelines, international dialogue and cooperation, and a commitment to transparency and accountability in the development and deployment of AI systems for military purposes. Education and public engagement are also crucial to ensure that these transformative technologies are developed and used responsibly, with a deep understanding of their potential benefits and inherent risks. The future of warfare will be shaped not only by technological advancements, but also by the choices we make today. By embracing a precautionary approach, prioritizing ethical considerations, and fostering international cooperation, we can harness the power of AI to create a more secure and peaceful world, ensuring that these transformative technologies are used to prevent conflicts, protect human life, and uphold the dignity of all people. The roar of cannons and the thunder of bombs may remain the visceral hallmarks of warfare, but the very nature of conflict is undergoing a profound transformation, driven by the inexorable march of artificial intelligence. No longer a futuristic fantasy confined to the pages of science fiction, AI has crossed the threshold into the stark reality of the modern battlefield, leaving an indelible mark on the way wars are fought, perceived, and ultimately decided. From the blood-soaked battlefields of Ukraine to the simmering tensions of the Middle East, AI's invisible hand is shaping the destinies of nations and the fate of humanity itself. The evidence is undeniable. AI is no longer a peripheral actor in the theater of war, but a central protagonist, influencing strategic calculations, tactical maneuvers, and the very moral fabric of conflict. The drones that patrol the skies, the algorithms that predict enemy movements, the cyber weapons that cripple critical infrastructure. These are not merely tools in the hands of human combatants. They are extensions of human intellect, imbued with the capacity to learn, adapt, and even kill with a chilling efficiency that surpasses our own. As we have explored throughout this essay, the integration of AI into warfare is not without its perils. The specter of autonomous weapons systems, capable of making life-or-death decisions without human intervention, looms large, raising profound ethical and existential questions. The potential for algorithmic bias, perpetuating and even exacerbating human prejudices, casts a long shadow over the battlefield, threatening to turn the very technologies designed to protect us into instruments of discrimination and injustice. And yet, amidst these legitimate concerns, we must not lose sight of AI's potential to mitigate the horrors of war, to reduce civilian casualties, and to provide decision-makers with the insights needed to prevent conflicts before they erupt into full-blown bloodshed. The challenge before us, then, is not to shy away from AI's transformative power, but to harness it responsibly, ethically, and with a keen understanding of the profound implications it holds for the future of humanity. Section 2. The imperative of control, maintaining human agency in the age of intelligent machines. As we venture deeper into the uncharted waters of AI-driven warfare, one principle must remain paramount: the preservation of human control over the decision to wage war and the means by which it is conducted. Delegating such weighty matters to machines, no matter how sophisticated or seemingly impartial, strikes at the very heart of our humanity, eroding the moral and ethical foundations upon which the laws of war are built. The temptation to relinquish control to machines, to believe that algorithms can somehow transcend the complexities of human conflict and arrive at optimal solutions, is a dangerous siren song. For war is not a game of chess where victory can be achieved through cold, calculated logic alone. War is an inherently human endeavor, fraught with emotions, miscalculations, and unpredictable consequences that defy even the most sophisticated algorithms. Maintaining meaningful human control over AI in warfare is not merely a philosophical imperative, it is a practical necessity. Machines lack the capacity for empathy, compassion, and moral judgment that are essential for navigating the ethical quagmire of armed conflict. They cannot grasp the nuances of cultural sensitivities, the value of human life, or the long-term consequences of violence unleashed without restraint. To surrender these critical judgments to machines is to abdicate our responsibility as human beings, to risk unleashing forces that we may not fully comprehend or control. The future of warfare must be shaped by human hands, guided by human values, and tempered by the understanding that even in the heat of battle, our humanity must remain our guiding star. The rapid pace of technological innovation in the realm of AI presents us with a profound ethical dilemma. How do we reconcile the pursuit of military advantage with our moral obligation to prevent unnecessary suffering and uphold the dignity of all human beings? This is the tightrope we must walk as we navigate the complex landscape of AI and warfare, balancing the allure of progress with the imperative of responsibility. On the one hand, we cannot ignore the potential benefits that AI offers in mitigating the horrors of war. AI-powered systems can enhance situational awareness, reduce friendly fire incidents, and enable more precise targeting, potentially minimizing civilian casualties and collateral damage. They can also assist in post-conflict reconstruction, identifying areas in need of humanitarian aid and facilitating the delivery of essential services. However, these potential benefits must not blind us to the ethical pitfalls that lie in wait. The development of autonomous weapon systems, capable of selecting and engaging targets without human intervention, represents a dangerous crossing of a moral Rubicon. The potential for algorithmic bias, perpetuating and even exacerbating human prejudices, raises the specter of automated discrimination and the erosion of due process on the battlefield. To navigate this ethical minefield, we must embrace a precautionary approach, guided by the principles of human dignity, accountability, and the just conduct of war. We must engage in open and honest dialogue about the ethical implications of AI in warfare, involving not just technologists and military strategists, but also ethicists, human rights advocates, and representatives from civil society. The challenges posed by AI in warfare transcend national borders and demand a coordinated global response. No single nation can hope to address these complex issues in isolation. The development of a robust international legal framework governing the development and deployment of AI in warfare is not merely desirable, it is an urgent imperative for the future of humanity. Such a framework must be grounded in the principles of international humanitarian law, ensuring that the use of AI in warfare complies with the principles of distinction, proportionality, and military necessity. It must establish clear lines of accountability for the actions of AI-powered systems, ensuring that those who develop, deploy, or misuse these technologies are held responsible for any violations of international law. Furthermore, a global AI order must address the proliferation of autonomous weapons systems, establishing clear red lines against their development and deployment. The international community must work together to prevent an AI arms race, which would only serve to destabilize global security and increase the likelihood of accidental or unintended conflict. Building a global AI order will require political will, diplomatic skill, and a shared commitment to putting the well-being of humanity above narrow national interests. It will necessitate open dialogue, transparency, and a willingness to compromise in pursuit of a common goal, ensuring that AI is used responsibly and ethically in the service of peace, not as an instrument of destruction. The future of warfare is not preordained, it is ours to shape. The choices we make today, the ethical lines we draw, and the international collaborations we forge will determine whether AI becomes a force for good or ill in the world. This is not a responsibility we can afford to shirk or delegate. It is a shared burden we must all shoulder. We must resist the seductive allure of technological determinism, the belief that the trajectory of AI is somehow preordained and beyond our control. AI is not an independent force, but a reflection of our own values, aspirations, and fears. The future of AI in warfare will be a mirror to our own humanity, reflecting either our wisdom and restraint or our folly and greed. The task before us is daunting but not insurmountable. We must foster a global culture of responsibility in the development and use of AI, grounded in ethical principles legal accountability, and a deep respect for human life. We must educate ourselves and future generations about the potential benefits and inherent risks of AI, empowering them to become informed citizens and responsible stewards of this powerful technology. The future of warfare, and indeed the future of humanity, hinges on our ability to meet this challenge with wisdom, courage, and an unwavering commitment to peace. Let us rise to this occasion, not as nations or tribes, but as a single human family, united in our determination to build a future where AI serves as a force for good, a tool for understanding, and a catalyst for lasting peace. While the specter of AI-driven warfare casts a long shadow over our collective future, we must not lose sight of AI's transformative potential for peace. The very technologies that threaten to revolutionize the battlefield can also be harnessed to prevent conflicts, build trust, and foster cooperation among nations. AI-powered systems can be used to monitor ceasefires, detect early warning signs of conflict, and identify potential flashpoints before they erupt into violence. They can assist in peacekeeping operations, providing real-time situational awareness to peacekeepers on the ground and facilitating communication between warring factions. AI can also play a vital role in addressing the root causes of conflict, such as poverty, inequality, and climate change. By analyzing complex datasets, AI algorithms can help us understand the underlying drivers of conflict, identify potential solutions, and measure the effectiveness of interventions. The path to a more peaceful future will not be easy, but it is a journey we must undertake. By harnessing the power of AI for good, by embracing international cooperation, and by remaining vigilant against the misuse of this transformative technology, we can create a world where AI serves as a force for peace, progress, and human flourishing.